Hello, everybody. Welcome to October's Art Chat, where I show you all of the art that I made during the month of October. October was a fun one because we had Art Hang Party Tober, which is a prompt list that the Art Hang Party gang put together from all of the themes that we have in our theme pot. So it was a really fun collaborative project, and it was really great seeing all of the art that everybody made this month with them. So maybe toward the end I'll do a little scroll through of the Instagram Art Hang Party Tober hashtag so that we can appreciate all of the art that everybody else made. But let's start. I guess I should get my these are, I made, so for Art Hang Party Tober, I made these little 3-inch cards from watercolor paper. And yeah, so I'm going to start each day with one of these, and they're backwards. So, and I should have the prompt list. Maybe I'll show the prompt list there. But the first one was jellyfish. And so here is my jellyfish done with ink. And no, that was coral. This is just jellyfish. On the first, also, I joined Sophie McPike for a Scribble Brigade session. And this session was a little bit different for Sophie because she kind of did a workshop type thing instead of just drawing from reference photos. So she explained how she does her really nice full storytelling sketchbook spreads. And then she had us do our own version of it, which was really informative, I would say. And I mean, this spread is just pure joy, which happens when you're hanging out with Sophie. So nice. As always, I always feel a little bit disorganized here, but we shall get under control. On the 2nd of October, Art Hang Party Tober theme was beverage, and I did one of the very first latte art that I made way back years and years ago. When I was big into coffee and bought myself a fancy Apartmento espresso machine, rocket espresso machine. And I did this using acrylic ink. Again, it's like fluorescent, so there we go. You can kind of see it a little bit better. On the 3rd of October was an art hang party, and the theme was coral. And here's my little piece of coral that I picked out to put on my little card. And then I also filled this, I think it was a 9x12 piece of watercolor paper. So I had pre-blobbed the background with some ink. Must be acrylic ink. And then I used a glass dip pen to do the line work. And then I just used like a paintbrush and the ink that I was dipping the pen into to fill in the background. So, pretty. I like it. October the 4th was album covers. Shout out if you recognize what this is supposed to be. This is Blind Melon's Blind Melon album cover. So that is the girl bee. I did this also with the glass dip pen, and just it got really wonky, but I think there's something a little bit charming about it, so I like it. I think I used acrylic ink, glass dip pen with acrylic ink for this one. I should have written down what I used, but I didn't. On the 5th was 80s nostalgia. Which we did as a free draw frenzy. So free draw frenzy is a semi-regular monthly live stream that I co-host with Debbie Draws Funny. And we stuck to the theme of 80s nostalgia, which was really, really fun. Deb pulled amazing references for us to draw. And so I picked Rainbow Bright to do on my little card. And then these are all of the other ones. We've started the sessions drawing ourselves in the Free Draw Friendzy frame, which I think is just a really fun way to kind of warm up and start. And then, yeah, I just used a black Uniball pen and some fluorescent color pencils. And I just had a lot of fun. It was so fun. Like, I think I've caught characters really well. Like, that's obviously Janet Jackson, and that's obviously Prince, and that's obviously Ferris Bueller. So I had a lot of fun drawing these. And Deb and I both dressed up 80s style, so I teased my bangs all up, and Deb was all, high ponytail and everything. It was really cute. And I think a few other people joined us in dressing up. Yeah, that was Free Draw Frenzy. The replay for this is up on Deb's YouTube channel, so I will make sure to link her below. But you should already be following Deb if you're not. Do yourself a favor. The 6th was Ocean Animals, and I just love this guy. The background I had already done with, I think it was leftover ink from the Coral Day, and I just kind of blobbed it on here. And then I used Inktense pencils to do the turtle, and I think this is one of my favorites from the entire month. Yeah, I just love him. The 6th is where we were. Oh, I took the train to visit my family for a little bit of an early Canadian Thanksgiving. So I took my favorite chunky graphite pencil and solid paint marker and did some drawings of people while I was waiting for the train. Oh, there is more. Okay. I had to jog my brain for a second there. I did some drawing with my niece Autumn. So this is Autumn drawing me from life. Melissa by Autumn. And then this is me drawing Autumn with a single line, and then she colored it in. I think she's 7 or 8, and then Autumn's drawings. She was loving the Sailor Fude fountain pen. She really enjoyed that. And then just some doodles there. Okay, good. The 7th, the theme was patterns. And so, of course, I had to do a cute little strawberry pattern. I used Inktense pencils for that. And then we went outside for a park hang. That's Ray and Simon snuggling. And then just some quick sketches of different views that I could see using the art graph Taylor shape. So this is just like a block of art graph, which is really fun, but really messy to use. Yeah, that was the 7th. Oh yeah, and I also did a little watercolor sketch in this sketchbook, which I have one more page left, but I'm probably not going to be doing any more plein air paintings this year in here, so I might just call this done and do a sketchbook tour of it soon. But yeah, it's just this cute little smalt watercolor. Yeah, cute. The 8th, the theme for the day was bouquet, and I did this while joining Sophie McPike for a Scribble Brigade session, and her theme was flowers from her garden, her friend's garden. Anyway, flowers, loose florals, I think was the theme. So it worked perfectly. It was like perfectly coincidentally aligned. We definitely did not plan it, but yeah, it was really nice. So I used ink. Have some calligraphy ink, and that's what I used. I used a combination on here of glass dip pen and paintbrush, and then on here I just used paintbrush. Yeah, and just was really loose with it as per her theme. So that was nice. And then earlier that day, I joined an introvert drawing club session. So 2 drawing sessions in one day. Introvert drawing club session with Beth Spencer, and Beth's guest was Samantha Dion Baker. And the theme was cats, if you can't tell. October, I think the animal of October was definitely cats. For these, I used the Gonzai Tomby granulating watercolors, speaking of cats, and Inktense pencils, which is one of my favorite combos. Like, just look at how just the colors work there. It's so nice. The 9th of October, the theme was fruit, and we just happened to have a dragon fruit sitting on our counter. So as I was cutting it up, I took a picture. No, I drew this from life, actually. A single line drawing, and then I colored it in with some acrylic ink, or painted it in. Ray and I also did a Twitch stream where he DJs, plays house music, and I painted this portrait of our friend Freckles. That's his DJ name, Freckles. Fekkls, Freckles. His name is Winston. Very, very handsome fella. And it was really fun drawing this live on stream and adding all of his tattoos and stuff like that. So this is all wrapped up and waiting for the next time that I see him so that I can give it to him. The 10th, the theme was ball gowns, and it was another art hang party day. So we have a whole lot more ball gowns to look at. We started off quick, 30-second drawings. I used the Pilot Parallel pen, and some Inktense paints, and the bright pink is acrylic ink. So yeah, I think we started with 30 seconds, then 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and 10 minutes, I think. Yeah. It was really enjoyable. And then back down to 30 seconds. It was really enjoyable to draw these dresses. Like, I'm surprised how much I enjoyed it. Capturing all the ruffles and like the texture in the dresses and stuff. I really like this one. Capturing her boa just without like lines, but just using color. Yeah, it like super fun, but like kind of chill and relaxed art hang party. Ball gowns. It was a good one. The 11th was space. This doesn't look very spacey, but this is I drew this from a picture that call him one of like a big DJ, Dave Diesel Rivera, posted this. He took the picture of the Aurora Borealis from his place in Maine, and it was just beautiful, like incredible photo. And so I was like, I'm gonna use that for space today. Space from Earth, I would say. And then I joined Sam Ashley Art for a open studio drawing session that she did on Zoom. Her theme was Australian wildflowers, and these are all based on pictures that she took during her walks and things. So it was very nice. And also just nice to hang out with Sam. Sam's Zoom sessions are the most relaxing art time I think that I have. They're just so nice and gentle. It's very fun. I use the graphite crayon and solid paint. Oh, there's more. And solid paint markers. Again, like fluorescent pink. On the 12th, the theme was, I think you pronounce it nudibranchs, sea slugs. Yes, so this is a sea slug, and I did this using some Higgins drawing ink that I have. I just have 3 colors, and I just used the 3 colors, and it was really fun to be loose and try to capture the sea slug, the nudibranch. It was also an introvert drawing club day. In this session, Beth was teaching a bit of a workshop on how she draws dogs. So it was all about color blocking, adding just a little bit of detail to capture the dog, not a pig. It was a cute, fun session. Obviously not my best work, but that's okay. I used the cheap dollar store paint sticks and a black pencil. The 13th, the theme was perspective. And I looked through my Google Photos to see if I had any photos that I could use as reference that would illustrate the word perspective. And I found this one that I took in New York, looking up at the wires and pigeons on the wires. I think I got the perspective, like I think you can tell that these are pigeons from below, but then I don't think I did such a good job on the buildings in the background and just highlighting how actually tall they are from the ground. But use the Pilot parallel pen for this again. And even if it doesn't quite illustrate perspective, I still enjoy the drawing, so good. And the 13th was a weirdo drawing club session. Video. A weirdo drawing club video that Deb put out on her YouTube, I think. Either YouTube or Patreon. Check Deb's YouTube channel below and also check her Patreon. She has a free tier, so you can get like a bit of her drawing sessions, I think, for free as part of that, but it's just worth checking out anyway. And yeah, it was just all people in funny costumes, or animals in funny costumes. However you want to look at it. I used Neocolor 2 and a black Polychromos color pencil. The 14th, the theme for the day was kitchen utensils, and so I grabbed arguably my most used kitchen utensils aside from like a fork. This is the knife that I use to cut absolutely everything in the kitchen, and a pizza cutter. Single line drawing, and then a little bit of Inktense pencil for color. The 14th also, I did a couple little master studies. This is, both of them are Paul Gauguin, so I just pulled up the website that I have bookmarked that has a bunch of public domain master artworks and stuff. Yeah, just a great little resource. I'll link it below if you're interested. And that's it for that sketchbook. The 15th, the theme for the day was ceramic figurine, and not quite ceramic. This is an air dry clay figurine that I made last year, I think. Just a little leopard. Is very cute. Is like this big, like actual size probably. Single line drawing and then colored in with Inktense pencil. I really didn't do a lot in my sketchbooks this month, but that's okay. Theme for the 16th was mailbox, and this is quite literally our mailbox, drawn from memory in a single line with a Lamy Safari fountain pen. Also on the 16th was another Scribble Brigade session with Sophie. Again, the theme was loose florals. For this one, I decided to use the cheap paint sticks, the dollar store paint sticks, and a black pencil. And I got some loose flowers out of it. The 17th, the theme for the day, and also Art Hang Party Day, was Build a Farm. So the Build a Scene Art Hang parties are some of my favorites, where one reference photo at a time, we work on building the entire scene. So yeah, it's very fun. I used Inktense pencils for this. If you haven't done this session, I highly recommend doing it, or like all of the Build a Scenes. They're just really fun. We've done cafes, we've done retro parties, and we've done farms. So I think you should go and do all the replays of all the Art Hang parties. If you don't know what Art Hang Party is, I should mention this at the very beginning. Art Hang Party is a weekly live hour-ish long art making session full of fast-paced drawing and a lot of fun that I host here every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So there is over a year and a half of weekly replays up, with the exception of this past one that I'll get to that when I get to that. On the 18th, the theme was leaves. And this is a picture of a leaf that I had in my Google Photos. Drawn with a single line, Sailor Fude fountain pen, and some ink. The 19th theme was retro futurism. So it's a horse, cowgirl in space riding a horse. I think that about says it. No? I think that says it. I did this during a Zoom drawing session with Charlotta Hamilton, Blue Shine Art. And she had the theme of horses, which is always a challenge. But this was nice. This was really nice. Her photos were beautiful. We started with some warm-ups, so I've just focused on shape and negative space and things. Again, I used the Gonzai Tombi granulating colors and Inktense pencils. But yeah, I really like these guys. And then these, I think, were 10-minute ones. I just really love using these materials together. I think they're perfect for each other. Yes, and then very much Jetsons inspired cowgirl right there. She's cute. That's it for this sketchbook. The 20th of October theme was collage. And here is my collage of my grandma's garden. I used a combination of some old paper that I have in a collage folder, not that I do collage very often, and some paint palette paper with acrylic gouache and acrylic ink and stuff on it. Anyway, I thought this was really cute. Very abstract, but it works. The 20th of October, I think this is our last plein air park hang session. And the last painting in this little sketchbook, you can see how much the colors have changed just in the last little bit. So this one was done on the 7th. So just like tiny little bits poking through of like fall colors. And then on the 20th, very much full into fall here. So very cute. And then just some scribbly trees with Neocolor 2s. Yeah. I'm shocked how very little I've done in this sketchbook this month. Like, that's it. Wow. The 21st theme was teacups. I used the Pilot Parallel pen for this, trying just to focus on like shadows and highlights. This is my grandma's teacup that sits on my desk, and a little knitted bird that I made a number of years ago. Some strawberry earrings that Intergalactic Peach Patrol gifted me. It's just a very cute little still life. All right. There is a lot of sewing that I need to talk about at the end, but we'll do that all in one go. Theme for this day was pointillism on the 22nd. Not my best. I used pit markers for these, pit brush markers, which I think is ink. Yeah, it's India ink. So for these ones, I've used ink for the Arting Party-tober, at least as a base. And then on the 22nd was, well, this is not a very exciting sketchbook to look at on the outside, opening game day for the world champion Boston Celtics. I spontaneously decided that I would start a sketchbook to try to draw from the games live from TV, to try to capture movement and stuff. And let me tell you, it's a challenge. It is a challenge. If you have any tips, advice, videos, tutorials, anything like that that can help guide me drawing movement, quick movement from life, I would very much appreciate if you could share that. But anyway, it's been fun. So I kind of forgot about it after this, and then we come back to it a couple of games later. But that's okay. The 23rd theme was art supplies. So I just pulled a couple of things off of my shelf and did a single line drawing of them, and then used watercolor mostly to color them in. Cute. The 24th was just about the best art hang party of life. 100 cats in 100 minutes. So these are my knit and purl, done in a minute a piece. So there's that. And then I made these tiny little cards, 100 of them. And yeah, I started out using Neocolor 2 and black pencil. I'm not going to flip through all of these. I have a video. I'll put it up here so that you can see it. But I did pre-paint the backgrounds. So this one has like acrylic and gesso mix, and then the other ones is just washes of watercolor. So there's a really faint background on them. And then halfway through, so at number 50, I decided I was done with the Neocolors, and I grabbed my chunky pencil and pink solid paint marker and just had a lot more fun drawing like this. So really fun session. I highly encourage you to draw along with this one. This was our second 100 blanks in 100 minutes. The first one was faces, so we did 100 faces in 100 minutes, and now we've done 100 cats in 100 minutes. And it was brought up in the chat during the stream that, oh my gosh, we should do a monthly 100 in 100 challenge. So that could possibly potentially happen. The 28th the theme was birds. So I just did this cute little one. I have a book of world birds that's like really thick. So I just opened it up to a couple of different random pages until I found a cute little bird. I think this is a robin. And I used the Higgins drawing ink for this one. I just had fun kind of being simple and layering. Yeah, that's the 25th. Still no sketchbook stuff. 26th was Highland coos and sheep. And again, I was focusing on light and shadow here. And I used the Pentel parallel pen. The sheep really gets lost here, but the cow I think looks pretty good. The 27th, oh, I actually have a sketchbook page to show you. 27th, the theme was old churches, again using the parallel pen. And this is a photo that I took when we were in Paris back in 2016 of the Sacre-Cœur. And I think this style really works on this one here. I think that was a pretty successful drawing. And then I was thinking, so I calculated year to date how much I've used every art material. Char put out a prompt on Instagram as I was like, well, let me count, let me check and see. And watercolor is by far the most used material that I've used this year. And I haven't really drawn in this sketchbook since the 15th of September, and before that, the 12th of August. So I was doing pretty good in here. This is a sketchbook that I made myself using watercolor paper and some chipboard. But I decided to look through my recent photos and pick two and have a little bit of a play. They're very loose, but it was really nice just to kind of have a moment with watercolor, I would say. The 28th of October, the theme was critters with patterns, and my most favorite critter is a squirrel. So I got out the glass dip pen and made a little folk art-y squirrel. And my self-portrait for this day matches this, and I think it's maybe one of my favorite self-portraits that I've ever done. The 28th was I remembered about my Celtics sketchbook, so here we go. I did draw this. This is Coach Joe Mazzulla. I did draw him live while he was doing an interview pre-game, and then just some chunky pencil drawings. Is anybody else excited that basketball is back? This one I did over like a couple of minutes, just trying to capture people in the crowd and everything. So each one actually does represent a person in the crowd. And then for this one, I pulled up the daily drip photo that they always do on Instagram of some of the players. It's very cute. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Drew Holiday. If you're also excited about basketball, please let me know, and please let me know who your team is. Obviously, I am a Boston Celtics fan, even though I live in Toronto. I've seen the Boston Celtics live far more times, live in Boston, than I have seen the Toronto Raptors, I think, which is kind of funny. The 29th of October, the theme for Arting Party-tober was circus, and this is a little snippet of a big Japanese woodcut print from that website I was mentioning earlier. So I just kind of picked a little vignette from there and drew it out in single line with the Lamy Safari and colored it in with Inktense pencil. Very cute. 29th, I joined another introvert drawing club session with Beth Spencer and Emma Carpendale. And the theme was 80s Halloween parade or something like that. And these were all from black and white photos, and it was just really fun. We had 9 minutes per square, and the photos, like, you could zoom in on them to kind of see like people here and there. So I kind of collaged some of these together a little bit from one photo, so it's not exactly copying the composition as it was, but yeah, acrylic ink, acrylic paint in the background, and then I used the Stabilo All pencil on top. I actually used a lot of the Stabilo All pencil on top because you have to sharpen that thing like crazy. And then some more, and Beth and Emma were both dressed up, and Beth dressed up as a Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2. It was very cute. And so for the last reference photo, instead of drawing the reference, I was like, I'm just going to draw Beth because she was too cute not to. For the background here, I used a black Neocolor because I would have killed my pencil. But this guy's face just makes me laugh. He's a very derpy face. The 30th theme for Art Hang Party Tober is makeup. And since I don't wear makeup, I did the next best thing, which is my Burt's Bees lip balm, strawberry flavored. And I treated this as a little still life using acrylic ink. And I think it turned out really cute. I like it. The 31st, let me show you this. So this is my objects from life, and I have not drawn in here since September the 8th, October 31st, a little tiny box of Smarties. I drew this while I was waiting for Art Hang Party to start. And I don't think Art Hang Party really started. So the theme for Art Hang Party Tober and Art Hang Party, it was oversized cats and rats. So here is this drawing for Art Hang Party Tober. And for whatever reason, the stream was so bad and laggy and just wouldn't stop freezing, and it was unworkable. So I had to cancel the stream. So there's no replay for oversized cats and rats. It's the first that I've ever had to do that, and I felt really, really bad. But a few of us, I think about like 6 or 7 of us, ended up going over to the Art Hang Party Discord and hanging out over there. So we were still able to draw together. I could share the references on screen, and we could chat, see each other, those who had their cameras on. And yeah, it was like old school art hangs. That's how Art Hang Party started, was in Discord, just hanging out in like a video chat. So shout out to Louise, Alchin, and Marcy, Sketchbook Scheming, for helping with the references. They put all of these references together. Louise did the majority of them, but Marcy definitely did a couple. And I will link both of them below. And I used Crayola oil pastels for these, and the Stabilo All pencil. Yeah, so I mean, sucks that the stream didn't actually happen, that I had to cancel it, but it was actually really nice to hang out in Discord. So I think we should do that more, whether it's scheduled or spontaneous or whatever. And I think that is the last one, yeah. So lemonade out of lemons kind of situation, I think. And that is all of the art that I made during the month of October, but that's not everything. That's not everything. Let's do a quick flip through of my self-portraits for the month. Where do we start? Free draw Friendzy. Family Thanksgiving. Art Hang Party. Oh yeah, I made a little circle bag that you'll see. Pet birthdays back to back. This portrait I did, self-portrait I did during a Discord hang session in Debbie Draws Funnies Discord. And I used acrylic gouache and kind of took my time on it. I really like it. I really think it worked out really nicely. I think my nose should be a little bit bigger. But aside from that, I think I caught myself for real. And then there's this one. This one makes me laugh so much. Back in 2021, I was going through bad tooth pain and ended up having a root canal, so that's what all that text is going on about, and scribbly stuff and waiting for periods and all that. This is when I was playing with the light and shadow. Here's the folk art self-portrait that I did that matched the little squirrel, and I just think that's so cute. Like, I think like maybe I should make that my profile image or something. I love it. And that is the last one for the month. All right. I think I'm going to be back. I'm going to take a little break, take Simon out for a walk, and then I'll come back and I'll show you all of my sewing adventures for the month, and then we'll be done. And all the art hang party, everybody else's art hang party Tober images. Okay. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Simon is chomping on his dinner, so maybe we'll hear him. But here is some of the things that I sewed this month. So this I made. This is I think it's a Japanese circle bag. It's fully reversible, using some cotton canvas that I've been working with all month. And the way that this works is you put the handle through the big handle through the little handle, and then it's just a little bag that you can carry things around in. No idea. I haven't used it yet. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I might give this to my sister so that she can put her crochet stuff in there. I think Alex mentioned that would be a neat thing. So, it just hangs on your hand and then you can kind of knit on the go or crochet on the go. So I think my sister might actually enjoy that. That might be a little gift for her. I also just recently, I think this was just yesterday, the 30th or something like that, I made another one. I made the medium size one. So I bought this pattern from, I think, Motif Studio. I'll link below. It comes with 3 different sizes, but this one I did a combo of green, this is green and purple, and then I used a orange lining for it. Again, this is fully reversible. I don't think I would ever use the orange side out, but same principle. This one I'm hoping might be a little more kind of like carry stuff around. Like it would be a cute little throw some art supplies in there, take it to the museum kind of thing. I think next time if I make it, I like this size because it's not too big. There's a bigger one, but I think I would make the handle a lot longer so that I can hang it over my shoulder as more of a tote bag. But yeah, these are cute. And then other things that I've been making, I batch made a whole bunch of art tool rolls and pencil cases, and I actually added them. I reinstated my Etsy shop, so there are 3 tool rolls left, and I'll show you those. And then not that one, that one is mine. Some pencil cases. They're fun. They're all kind of color blocked. You got the fun bright orange lining in the middle, the different color zippers. Yeah, just a really nice solid pencil case, handmade by me. Green and purple, very fun. But most exciting are these tool rolls. So I have one of these ones left, and this one is the one with the pouch. And I have both of these listed at $40 Canadian in my shop. So again, all different color blocks. It's very fun. I use a version of this. I've been using a version of this when I go outside. I think I showed you this last month that I made with an old flannel duvet cover and a pair of jeans. So I really like the style of this one. For these ones, I followed a pattern from Boru. I will also link her website below. And she's got 2 different art roll patterns on there. So this one has a little zipper pouch, which is really cute. And then behind the zipper pouch is a pocket that fits like a watercolor palette. And then space for all of the supplies. And then you fold it over, roll it up, throw it in your bag, and away you go. It'll hold everything that you need. And then this is the other one that is still available, so the dark green, same. But yeah, I think I started with 8 rolls, so I think I've sold 5, maybe 5 or 6 of them. The response to this has been incredible and very encouraging, and so I want to keep playing with the sewing machine and see what else I can make. But yeah, it's been really fun. And thank you if you have bought anything from my little shop update, or if you looked at it, or if you shared, or just being here and supporting me in this crazy creative adventure that I'm going on. So those are my sewing adventures. That's it for the month of October, and Thank you so much for spending time with me as I go through everything. And I really appreciate it. And I just really appreciate you being here and being my art friend. And yeah, I hope to see you at Art Hang Party and Free Draw Frenzy. Free Draw Frenzy is happening this weekend, Saturday, November 2nd at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. It's live on Google Meet. The RSVP link is in the video below. I'm going to be joined by Charlotte Hamilton, Blue Shine Art, as a guest co-host in place of Debbie Draws Funny this month, and we're going to be drawing portraits. So we're going to be doing live portraits and drawing each other in the Google Meet. So I think it's going to be really fun. And as I do every month, I'm going to pick my favorite, and my favorite is this turtle. I just love him so much. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Please like this video, leave a comment below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel because I would love to hang out with you more. And yeah, I'll see you at our hang party. Bye.